Namaste, this is Tiffany with LoveYoga Live. So today is tax day. It's April 15th, and I found that this was a perfect opportunity to talk about one of the yamas, the last of the yamas. The yamas are the ethical restraints and disciplines in the yogic practice. The yamas themselves, yama means restraint, and we have 5 of them. Aparigraha means non-possessiveness. And so this morning in my asana class, I used Aparigraha as a basis for my teaching. When it comes to tax time, we often think that the more we have to give up, the worse that our lives are, or the harder our lives will be. And regardless of politics, I'm going to take politics completely out of this. I just think it's nice to remind ourselves that we cannot function with a closed fist. That when we have a closed fist, we cannot receive. So even though when it comes time to possibly give up a lot of our hard-earned money to the government, whether or not you feel that this is justified, whether or not you support the way the tax code currently is, irrelevant of all of those things, when you have a tightly closed fist, you cannot receive. And so to bring yoga into this idea of tax time, it's nice to think of aparigraha, non-covetousness, and bring that into your meditation or into your practice today. And one of the ways that I used it this morning was in looking at your breath. If you close your eyes for a moment and start to watch how your breath is moving in and out slowly. If you hold on too tightly to that inhale and what you're bringing in the body for nourishment, if you hold it, it becomes toxic. You have to let it out. You have to exhale in order for the breath to nourish your body. If you breathe in oxygen but hold it, it becomes toxic within you. You have to then exhale so another breath can come in. So if you look at your finances in the same way, if you look at your possessions in the same way, if you look at your abundance in the same way, if you look at your family, your loves, your property, even your career in the same way, abundance will flow back to you. Sometimes that can be very difficult to look at or to accept if you're having an especially hard time. If this has been a difficult year for you financially and you have to give up money to the government right now, it can be very difficult not to close that fist and not to say, this is mine. I've worked very hard for this. Why should I give it up? Remember, aparigraha, non-covetousness. If I have my fists open, I can receive. And it's also a matter of trust. Take that to your mat today. Take a few moments and just practice watching your breath and allowing each inhale to be followed immediately by an exhale. And maybe do some challenging poses. Do some poses where you tend to hold your breath, whether it's a bind or it is a balance, something where you have a tendency to grab on. And then take that intention into you and say, am I grasping? Am I grabbing on and not having an open fist? Let that go and bring this meditation into your practice. I hope that helps, and I wish you much abundance in this next year. Namaste.